Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have our common charity daily number 4. These are going to be happening Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this one is pretty cool. We had some really unique decks here in the finals. We had Crystron Heraldic Beast versus Trap Monsters. So let's get into it. So Cathal is a long-time common charity player. He's been in the Discord for as long as I can remember. And Bionic Bro, not even in the Discord, just a dude. So we are going to start off. Normal summon Smiger. Smiger is going to link off into Almirage. We've seen this on the channel before. Smiger is going to go ahead and search out the inclusion. And then Cathal put us all on today about a card that we did not know was common, y'all. So, activates the inclusion, searches a card, summons out Sulfefnir, pops itself. Sulfefnir is going to activate, summoning out Sulfador from deck. Sulfador is going to activate, going to send the Rosinix and Inclusion from deck to graveyard. Inclusion is going to bring back the Rosinix. Rosinix effect is going to... this Vern is going to activate first and go search this Smiger, and then the Rosinix is going to activate, popping his Almirage, and then summoning Crystron Ryan, the level 3 tuner, right from the deck. Then he's going to Synchro Summon into Karakuri Shogun Burrito. This card is a common, y'all. It is an exclusive to Brazil in their OTS pack, but it is a TCG product, so therefore it is legal, but it was only available in Brazil. That's so crazy that it is, though. It is a common, it is totally legal, so you Crystron and Karakuri fans, make sure you get us some cool decks down there. So from here, the Burrito is going to activate, it's going to search our deck, and he is going to summon out the Strategist. Strategist is going to change his battle position, drawing the Karakuri player another card. 5 cards in hand on this Karakuri Crystron Heraldic Beast pile thing. It was such a cool deck, y'all. He makes the Eleskeletus. Eleskeletus is going to go ahead and add back Sulfefnir, putting 6 cards, making this combo essentially a +4 with follow-up in the graveyard for the next turn. Unfortunately, the Trap Monster player here does not open too well, opens the Fallen Paradise and the Dark Summoning Beast. So, the set 4 pass might just be too strong for him. He's going to go ahead, set 4 and pass, and then on the end phase, Twin Twisters is going to get the scoop. The Trap Monster player opens with Anti-Spell Fragrance, and the Crystron Heraldic player opens a hand of Heraldic and Crystron cards. Gonna go ahead and set 5 pass here, flip up the Anti-Spell Fragrance. The Heraldic player is going to start off by normal summoning the Stad Whale here. Stad Whale is gonna search here, and then from there, he is going to discard. Here on summon, the Trap Monster player is going to flip up the Anguish pattern and then pass it back to him to be able to continue his plays. Searches out the charged up Heraldry as well as augmented Heraldry. It's really not going to do much here. This anti-spell is really putting in work. Going to pitch to special summon out the Bana, and then from here, the Bionic Bro is thinking. He's going to flip up Tiki Piece in 1800, and that's going to trigger the Anguish pattern to pop a card. From there, the Crystron player is just going to have to set 2 and pass. Bionic Bro thinking on end phase, flips up Aether Rune, triggering the statue again, popping another card. Draws into Solemn Strike, just another blowout here. Swings with Tiki Piece, swings with Aether Rune, sets the Solemn Strike, and then passes it back. The Crystron player draws for turn, activates the effect of Stad Whale, Solemn Strike flipped here, paying 1500, triggers Aberconway to summon back the Bana, or add back the Bana, excuse me, and then from there activates Dynamiscus, targeting the Aether Rune, flips up Solemn Judgment, negates the Dynamiscus, excuse me, special summons out the Link Slayer. From there, Aether Rune is going to trigger to negate and destroy the Link Slayer, passing it back to the Trap Monster player. Trap Monster player is going to use Tiki Piece to get the Aether Rune back as a 1k, draws Dark Summoning Beast, thinks here, normal summons the Dark Summoning Beast. This is a bit of a misplay. I think he's supposed to wait till main 2. Special summons out Uriah from deck. Uses Uriah to pop the field spell. He cannot go to battle phase here. He used the Dark Summoning Beast. It's a good thing Cathal catches that. He's going to go ahead, go to his main 2, pay 8, bring back the Aether Rune, and then overlay into a double trap redoer, which is just going to be all kinds of problems. Attaches a material. Normal summons out the Amphisbana. tries to go to battle, swinging over the Uriah, but the Redoer is just going to stack the Amphisbania. They're going to have to set a card here, passes it back, standby phase, Redoer is going to attach. They have a Tiki Soul here. This is just too far gone for the Crystron player to be able to recover from here. Swings in for 34, sets the Tiki Soul, passes it back. They draw Foolish Burial for turn, and they scoop into game 3. Bionic Bro does open Lava Golem here, making it pretty good for them, but unfortunately, they're not going to be able to do too much. They ask about the synergies here. So the Crystron player is going to start with Inclusion. Inclusion is just going to let them search and go full crazy combo here. And the player has next to no plays here. They're going to go ahead and summon out the Sulfador, send the Rosinix and the Inclusion from deck to grave. Inclusion, bring back the Rosinix like we saw in the combo earlier. Pop, make the Ryan, and then summon out the Strategist from deck and draw another card. Then they're going to go into the Eleskeletus here. They opened Cluster, which is just cracked for them. They add back Inclusion. They set the Cluster. Oh, this Vern first, sorry. They had the Citri. They accidentally special summon it. They're supposed to add it. The Bionic Bro does catch it. Then they normal summon Citri, set 3, pass. This is not looking too good for the Trap Monster player here. He's going to special summon out Lava Golem, tributing the Citri and the Eleskeletus, giving them the Lava Golem, activates opening, but the Crystron Cluster is just going to pop it, and I think that's just too much for the Trap Monster player to be able to recover. They did not side out the Anti-Spell, which is an interesting option. I wonder if they just sided out as many cards as they could. And then unfortunately here the Inclusion's going to bring back the Ryan. Then they're just going to normal summon out Aberconway, Synchro 7 into the Eleskeletus. Eleskeletus is going to add back the Rosinix here. Brio Bro thinking here, but really can't do anything about it. Swings with the Eleskeletus, flips Metal Reflect Slime. Unfortunately, Crystron Cluster just causes them to lose the Anti-Spell and the Metal Reflect Slime. Flips up a second copy of it. Goes to 2,500 defense, and then the Crystron player does go to main 2, but I don't think they realized that their the Metal Reflect Slime had 2,500 defense. The Bionic Bro kind of snitches on himself there. Eleskeletus swings on the Metal Reflect Slime, and then they take way too much damage, taking 5,800, and then there's really no top deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! In this deck that really gets them out of it. Let's get into these decks, y'all. This list is pretty cool. They got the 1 Chaos Summoning Beast, 3 Dark Beckoning Beast, and then 1 Dark Summoning Beast, as well as 1 copy of Uriah and 1 copy of Fallen Paradise. I guess what they're doing here with that is they're making Aerial Eater with their Fiendsmith sequence and then sending the Chaos Summoning Beast from deck to grave to be able to search out the Fallen Paradise, and then special summoning the Uriah from deck, and then Fallen Paradise will be able to actually activate and then draw them 2 cards sometimes. They're also on 3 copies of Magic Planters, so plenty of draw power in this deck. 3 copies of Opening the Spirit Gates. Terraforming might be a little much. I'm not sure if that's the card. Maybe they just couldn't think of that last card. Maybe Called by the Grave is probably better here, just so you can make sure your Opening of the Spirit Gates resolves and you don't get drolled or ash blossomed. 3 copies of Azaroon, 1 copy of Fragrance, 1 copy of Imperial Custom, 3 Slime, Judgment, Strike, Statue of the Anguish Pattern, 3 Tiki Curse, 3 Peace, and 3 Soul. The Tikis are just, these cards were putting in work against Trap Tricks. And then 3 copies of Lava Golem, 3 copies of Sphere Mode. I suppose this is just for Melodious. 3 copies of Book of Eclipse, 3 copies of Super Poly, 3 copies of D-Barrier, and then their Super Poly targets the Aerial Eater we mentioned earlier, Light Dragon at Ignister, 2 copies of Redoer. I wonder if they shouldn't be on 3 of this. 1 copy of Borreload, Cosmic Tree is in here as well. We got the Decode Talker, Sequence, Moon, Pit Knight early. Rat 10 is actually really crazy in this deck, y'all, because you can go ahead and end on a pretty solid board with the Rat 10, and then just every battle phase, even if they want to be able to pop a card, or every battle phase, even if they want to be able to go in, this card and the statue just might be enough to just pick apart some boards. And then, of course, they have the 1 copy of Almirage so that they have the synergy with Opening of the Spirit Gates and the Dark Beckoning Beast. That was it for daily number 4. Come join us tomorrow for daily number 5. This is Gores, hopping off.